useful for us, mainly for lecturer and the student in our program study. Thanks a lot. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much to Professor Bayuntul Muhtaroma for her opening speech and hopes everything will run well in this meeting. This is not the first lecture delivered by Professor Kunifumi Tagawa. I think this is the third chance we can meet with him because the previous years he visited our university. If I remember, at 26th of November 2019, right? Yes. So I think all of the faculty member and especially for biology department is very familiar with Professor Kunufumi Tagawa.
Menikmati hasil.
Okay. Could you please some of the hosts to mute the other all our participants who cannot don't disturb our guest lecture this time. Bu Prilly minta tolong di mute Bu suaranya yang lain.
Ya Pak, baik Pak.
Pak Asmuni tolong di mute Pak Asmuni, suaranya masuk. Oke, thank you very much. Hostnya siapa ini host? Excuse me, who is become the host now?
Bu Prilly Pak.
Oke, Bu Prilly. Oke, Bu Prilly, thank you. Could you please to conduce this meeting with no disturbance? Okay, disturbing thing. Okay. The next, before I give the chance to Professor Kunifumi Tagawa to deliver his presentation, I think I'd like to briefly read his profile. Okay. Okay. Professor Kunifumi Tagawa is the associate professor at the Graduate School of Integrated Science for Life Marine Biological Library in Hiroshima University. He is also the director in the same institution and also the visiting professor at the Faculty of Science and Technology, State Islamic University of Malonem Lake Ibrahim Malang, and as well as UIN Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. His research is related with the hemichordates, conworms, development, evolution, regeneration, comparative embryology, Evodevo, Asolomorpha, Prasanictivima, Naicayensis, Deuterostomes, and Bilateria. This is the research keyword of him, and I think no need to wait a long time. I'd like to give the time to Professor Kunifumi Tagawa to deliver his presentation. Okay, Professor Kunifumi Tagawa, the time now is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so. Okay, so can you see my slides?
Yes,
okay?
yes, yes.
Okay, good. So, Mujahideen, thank you very much for introducing me to everybody. And Bain-san, thank you very much for inviting me to give a lecture today for your new study program at UIN Malang. As Mujahideen introduced, this is my first time for giving a talk online, but third time at UIN Malang. So when I come visit Indonesia last year, 2019, So Romaidi-san was there. And at first, I would like to talk about him and then talk about other things, okay? So, oh, sorry, and I'm coughing, not because of COVID. I have
Yes,
allergy.
hope so.
I have allergy, and every year I'm coughing around this time. So please forgive me when I cough. Okay, and so this picture was taken 2016 when Romaidi-san got his PhD in Hiroshima University, and we celebrate him with some cake. Usually we celebrate with alcohol, but since you guys don't drink alcohol, so we substitute alcohol to cake. Okay, and this is Romaidi-san. Yeah, September 2016. And we usually have hanami under the cherry blossom tree during April. And this was also with Romaidi-san. We had, we had lunch together under the tree, and you can see here a can of beer here, alcohol. Okay, and so after he got his degree, he go back to Indonesia, and he has been working very hard for your university. And in 2018, he came visit with Pain-san in the center, you, right? To have memorandum of understanding between Hiroshima University and UIN Maran. Okay, at the time, me and Wickson and Bain-san, and at the time the dean of our graduate school of science at that time, but now he became a vice president of our university, and he still continue to help our relationship between Indonesia and Japan. So he is very important person for us at Hiroshima University. And after Romaidi-san passed away, he gave us a good message, and also sent to some of you, I think. Okay. So because of Romaidi-san was not my student, and he was Wake-san's student, but he was studying at our laboratory, I mean marine biological laboratory. That's why we became close friends, and that's why we started our relationship. So we will never forget about him, and we need to cherish his will to develop our relationships between Indonesia and Japan. I mean, between UIN Maran and between Hiroshima University. Okay, and this is this picture was taken in front of our building. I mean, Marine Lab. See, Tori-san is here too.
Apa?
Okay.
Iya, soalnya laptopku ayo.
And last year, before I came visit Indonesia, Romaidi-san came with Suri-san, Dui-san, and Imam-san to our lab, and I also took them to main campus and met with Tate Sensei. The picture I have shown the picture before, and also Abe Sensei and so on to develop our relationship. And this picture, when I came visit Maran last year, November this was actually the union of our JST program. I am going to mention about this program to you guys. Okay, anyway, I just, at this talk, I wanted to start with Romaidi-san's story. I mean, how good he did for you and us, okay? And I still cannot believe he's not here anymore, okay? Okay. So I'm going to talk about 3 topics. So I was going to talk about my research mainly, but this morning I discussed with Tori-san and I changed the topics. So my talk today might make you boring, but yeah, please please forgive me. I changed my topics. I mean, just before I give a talk. Anyway, okay. So my first topic is about our marine lab. So right now, this is picture of our building, marine laboratory. You can see the inland sea here, and this is a new what do you say? New plate for our marine lab. We made this this year after our affiliation was changed. We were belonging to Graduate School of Science before, but last year our university reorganized, and graduate school was reorganized into 4 graduate schools, and one of them is this one, Graduate School of Integrated Sciences for Life. And I'm going to talk about our graduate school later, but we are now belonging to this graduate school. and our lab is located about 65 kilometers from main campus, Higashi Hiroshima City. So this is Mukaishima Island, located in Onomichi City. This is different city, and we need to take car or train or some those vehicle, and it takes like one hour to drive using highway, and more detail of our small island, and of course marine biological laboratory is very close to ocean, and we can see. So this is a view from my office actually. So today also the weather is very nice, and water is clear depending on the day, and this is ocean, but look like lake, because our ocean is inland sea, not the outside ocean. Okay, so very calm usually, and not so rough. And at our laboratory, there are 4 faculty members, I mean lecturers. So me and Uek-san, he's going to give a talk on Thursday, this Thursday, right? And also assistant professor Nguyen, he just joined last year, and another one, Fukuda-san, he joined this year. So we have 4 faculty member now. And we have 1 staff. She is our secretary, and Eriko Yuichi, and we have student. I put Tori-san's name here, but he actually is not a student anymore. He's a visiting faculty member from UIN Maran to our lab. And undergraduate students, 3 undergraduate students are here, Gonda-san and Yano-san and Fukushima-san. Okay, and I'm going to talk about history of our lab. So our lab was founded in 1933 as a MBL of former institution. Our university wasn't Hiroshima University at that time, and called Hiroshima University of Science and Literature. So this was the before Hiroshima University. The university was called Hiroshima University of Science and Literature, and mainly for education. You know, the famous for education in Japan. And 1949, the present institution, Hiroshima University, was established, and MBL, our MBL, became attached to the Faculty of Science, Hiroshima University. And 1973, the main building and dormitory were reconstructed from the original wooden building. Okay, so now our building is concrete. Yeah, and 10 years later, a new building was constructed, but already more than 40 years, almost 50 years for this one, and this is 40 years. So not so new, but still functioning. And okay, and in 1993, our research group became attached to a new department of gene science, graduate school of science. At the time, the graduate school was funded, I think. And in 2000, MBL became attached to the graduate school of science, and our research group became attached to a new department. So this is the still same department name, biological science. But graduate school is different now. And in 2018, 2 years ago, MBL became International Marine Biology Education Center for studying biodiversity and EVO-DEVO. This is granted by MEX Japan. Okay, and last year, 2019, our graduate school is reorganized, and MBL become a part of new graduate school of integrated science for life. Okay. Okay. And so our research interest is utilizing an excellent natural environment. We are studying development, regeneration, evolution, and diversity using unfamiliar marine animals such as hemichordates. Commonly name is acorn worms, and acid flatworms as research material. So the main subject is EBO-DEBO, okay, EBO-DEBO research. So what is EBO-DEBO? So EBO-DEBO is an abbreviation of evolutionary developmental biology. So EBO-DEBO is a science that studies the developmental mechanisms of evolution, okay? And so we are working on EBO-DEBO using two different kinds of animals. So one is the hemichordate. And so what is a hemichordate? So hemichordates are marine invertebrate with two different lifestyles. So one is a solitary free-living enteropneust. This is called acorn worms. And the other one is the tiny sessile colonial pteroplanks called tube worms. Okay. And these hemichordates are categorized as deuterostome with echinoderms and chordates. Okay. So I'm going to explain about echinoderms and chordates. So chordates consist of vertebrates, the backbone animal, right? Backbone animal, and non-backbone chordates. This is Amphioxus or cephalochordates, most basal chordates. And this is urochordates or ascidians. And this is actually closely related to us compared to Amphioxus. Okay. So these three chordates, okay, and echinoderm is pentaradial body structure animal, actually, echinoderm. Like this is sea urchin, but you know sea star or starfish or sea cucumber also included in this echinoderm. And hemichordates is one I have been working on. And these animals all their genome sequence was already decoded and published on Nature or Science, as shown here. So human is on Nature, and ascidian is on Science, and Amphioxus is on Nature, and sea urchin is on Science, and hemichordates are on Nature. So only these three phyla are categorized as deuterostome, depending on their developmental character, and also, of course, molecular data. Okay. And I can show one of the species I have been working on. This is called Tychodera flava, one of the acorn worm, and this is female, and this is male. Color is a little bit different, and male is more grayish, and female is more yellowish. And this part is the gonad. So this part contains eggs, and this part contains sperms. So when you make them spawn, you can tell which is male or female, but from the appearance, I can tell which is male and female. Anyway. Okay, so why I have been working on this animal is the anatomy of the adult body structure has some coded characters, like this one called stomach cord. Stomach cord is the protruding from the dorsal part of the pharynx. And this was thought to be homologous to our notochord. And also the second one, this is the green color, shows dorsal hollow nerve cord. So we have the nerve cord on the dorsal part. I mean, from the top, we have brain, right? Brain and vertebra we have, right? And these are the very special structure for chordates. And the third one is the gill slit. So this is used to say, this was used to say coded character, but now we say this is deuterostome ancestral character. That means the common ancestor of deuterostome had gill slit already. Okay. Yeah, so this is when we published the paper on Nature 2015. So mainly Japanese group and American group contributed to this journal, and I actually, so we decoded 2 different hemichordates genome, and one is the one I started to work on. And the other one is American group started to work on. Anyway, so we published the 2 different ACON1 genome and compare. Okay, so the main knowledge we got from this analysis is, so here we are showing deuterostome and protostome. So protostome is most of the animal is categorized into protostome. Okay, so we have 30-something phyla of animals on the earth, and most of the phyla is categorized into protostome. So as I say, deuterostomes only contains chordates and echinoderms and hemichordates. Okay. So we are showing here the the order of the gene on the chromosome, and we found the synteny between. Synteny means the order of the gene on the chromosome similar between different species. That's called synteny. Okay. So, and we found these genes. I mean, same color shows the homologous gene between species. Okay, and this is Amphioxus, the basal chordates. Okay, and this is human vertebrates, right? I mean, derived chordates. I mean, human is us. And these 2 are different hemichordates. Oh, sorry. So when you compare these genome between these animals, we found these genes are clustered on the chromosome. Okay, and you don't need to remember the name or name of the genes, but you can remember the similarity between these genome. So except deuterostome, I mean, protostome has the same gene, but those same gene in their genome, but the genes are not clustered on the chromosome, different from deuterostome. In deuterostome, these genes are clustered on the chromosome. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this clustering of the gene was important for evolution of deuterostome. That means, okay? So that's our conclusion, actually. And these genes are involved in gill slit, formation of gill slit. This is, I'm saying pharyngeal gene, but pharyngeal means here. Okay, this part. So these genes are clustered and conserved between different species in the deuterostome. Okay, this was the most important findings of our genome research. Okay, so if I have a time, I'm going to talk about another animal, but I probably don't have time, so I skip another animal. I mean, acid flatworm, and I'm going to talk next topics. Okay, so about our university. Okay. So as I said, established 1949 by integrating Hiroshima, the former institute, Hiroshima University of Literature and Science, and other institute too, okay? And founded 6 faculties, Faculty of Letters, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Political Sciences and Economics, Faculty of Science, Faculty of Engineering, and Faculty of Science and Science of Fisheries and Animal Sciences. I think this kind of situation similar to you. I think now your university is growing, right? And your university is extending and so on. I think same things happened to our university before too, okay? And the our lab was established at I skipped. And the number of staff to be into Hiroshima University was determined to be 1,309. And the principle and vision of our university is the first one is the pursuit of peace. I mean, when you heard about Hiroshima, what you think? You know, usually you think peace. So our university's principle is also peace. Okay. Okay, and the second one is the creation of new forms of knowledge. So to develop intellectual attitude, which always seeks peaceful solution to the problem affecting, I cannot, oh, how can I, oh, sorry, I cannot.
Something problem, Sensei?
Oh, I would like to erase the picture of us, but I cannot. Oh, now I could. Sorry. Can you hear?
No problem.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Okay. Yes. So knowledge and encouraging intellectual innovation. Okay. So the third one is nurturing of well-rounded human beings. So to train graduates with well-developed and multi-faceted personalities by means of an education which has breadth as well as depths. And the fourth is collaboration with the local, regional, and international community, like we are doing now, okay? So to create a university with a strong international awareness, which can efficiently disseminate knowledge on a worldwide scale in collaboration with local and regional communities. And five, continuous self-development. So to maintain a constant readiness to re-examine established way of acting and a constant openness to improvement and innovation. Yeah, this is very important. I mean, continuous self-development. We call kaizen in Japanese. Okay. Anyway, that's our principle, 5 principle. And so our university has several campus. And main campus is, I have shown already, but Higashi Hiroshima campus. This is the main campus. And Higashi Senda campus comprises of graduates of social science and law school, including School of Law and Economics, Higashi Senda Innovative Research Center, the Center for Peace. So this has Higashi Senda campus. And Kasumi campus comprises the university, hospital, and graduate school of biomedical and health sciences, including School of Medicine, Dentistry, Pharmaceutical Sciences, and the Research Institute for Radiation Biology and Medicine. Okay. And other, this kindergarten or high school or junior high school, elementary school, included in under Hiroshima University. Okay. Oh, I knew the HU by the number, but some of them are not written on the website, so I could not renew. So now this is as of May 1st, 2020. So this year, May. So undergraduate student is this much, 10,000. And graduate student for 4,423. And academic faculty member is like this, 1,683. And non-academic staff members are like this, okay? So as I said, graduate school is now full graduate school. So graduate level study at Hiroshima University consists of 4 graduate schools that offer academic and research opportunity in the field of natural sciences, humanities, and social sciences. In addition, 2 unique program offerings: the Phoenix Leader Education Program for Renaissance from Radiation Disaster, and the Taoyaka Program for creating a flexible, enduring, and peaceful society, combine graduate level academic coursework with integrative research components. And these are the 4 graduate school. Graduate School of Humanity and Social Science, Graduate School of Advanced Science and Engineering. These 2 schools are just started this year, okay? And the next 2 schools are started last year, including our Graduate School of Integrated Sciences for Life and Graduate School of Biomedical and Health Sciences. yeah, so if you would like to see more detail, you can go to check our university website, okay? And before we had this graduate school, I mean, we are belonging to Graduate School of Science, but now these 11 graduate schools are integrated into 4 graduate school, okay? So about Graduate School of Integrated Sciences for Life, you can go to this website. Oh, sorry, here. And you can read this kind of stuff. And our graduate school consists of 7-degree program, okay, 7-degree program. So the first one is program of basic biology, which I belong, okay? And second one is program of biomedical science. And the third one is food and agri-life science. And fourth is life and environmental sciences. So fifth is mathematical and life sciences. And sixth is biotechnology. And 7 is resource science. And I'm writing 8, but actually this this program, which I belong also, is a new one, and belong to 1 and 2 and 5. These program, under this program, you can be in this program. It's kind of complicated, but I can explain later, okay? So about graduate school, that's a thing. And for our program, so program for basic biology, you can visit this website. Well, you can visit Hiroshima University and then you can dig into this program and so on. And I'm not going to talk about our program because I don't think I have enough time, okay? So I just skip to show you the slides. And we have animal and plant and research facility. And in our animal science group, we have 3 laboratories: the developmental biology laboratory and cell biology laboratory and molecular and cellular physiology laboratory. Okay, that's animal biology group. And plant biology group, we have 3 laboratories. And the first one is plant taxonomy and ecology. And the second one is plant molecular physiology. And third one is plant molecular biology and bioinformatics. And for research facility, we have, as I say, we have research facility, and we are belonging to this category. And lab, marine biological laboratory, and Miyajima Natural Botanical Garden, and also Amphibian Research Center, and plant chromosome and gene stock. Those are the explanation for basic biology program. And basic biology program in the field of biology using various material from microorganisms to cultured human cells at various levels, from molecule and cell to ecology and evolution, and breeding of new research area by fusing different fields. And for master course subject, we have this kind of subject, cell dynamics and genomics, natural history science, integrated reproductive science, molecular physiology, and seminar for advanced research in basic biology, and special research for thesis, and so on. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce about the gene editing, genome editing program. So this is new one. And so Hiroshima University is one of world's leading research institutions in the genome editing field and employs a number of leading researchers who have strong track records in this research field and are responsible for managing the Japanese Society for Genome Editing. In addition, in collaboration with various enterprises in the basic material, energy, IT, and pharmaceutical industries, Hiroshima University has been conducting projects aimed at developing basic technology to utilize genome editing in industry within the framework of program on open innovation platform with enterprises, research institute, and academia called OPERA, led by the Japanese Science and Technology Agency, JST. So JST will appear later too. So JST has many program or many things to do. Okay, so this academic industrial collaboration is aimed at developing young researchers and providing them with support for career paths in research and development. And this is quite focused by the university, by the Hiroshima University, and growing and growing. So, and it's possible in the future, this program might become a new graduate school. Anyway, I'm affiliated with this program too. And timely, this year's Nobel Prize in Chemistry was allocated to these two persons, Emmanuel Charpentier and Jennifer Doudna. She is a French scientist and she is an American scientist. Discover one of gene technologies, sharpest tool, called CRISPR-Cas9 genetic scissors. So using these CRISPR-Cas9, researcher can change the DNA of animal, plants, and microorganisms with extremely high precision. This technology has had a revolutionary impact on the life sciences, is contributing to new cancer therapies and may make the dream of curing inherited disease come true. So this is a powerful technology, and we are using this technology to develop our program. And so this was the article on Nature Biotechnology last year. So top 15 publications related to gene editing, and 2 out of 15 was done by our colleague. He's actually the program coordinator of genome editing, and he's the second in the world. And Sakuma-san, he's fifth in the world. Yeah, as shown this, you can tell in this field of study, so our university is leading the world, okay? So, yeah. So we have 2 courses for genome editing, and one is for life science course. This is 5-year course, and from master to doctor, okay? And medical course, 4-year course, and and the good thing for this program is if you enter this program, the tuition is free in doctor course, not master course though. but you in the future, maybe the tuition will not be free, but right now still the tuition is free. So, but the tricky thing is you have to take the exam for 7 program, one of the 7 program, then apply for the entrance exam for this genome editing program. That's tricky. But if you pass the first exam, probably you will be able to pass the genome editing program. Anyway, if you are you need more information, you can obtain the information at this our university site. Also, you can contact me through your supervisor. Okay. Okay. So, okay, I will talk about the last topic. So the JST, Japanese Science and Technology Agency, Sakura Science Plan, which you probably interested. Okay, so you can check the website, JST Sakura Science Plan at this site. And the purpose of this plan is strengthen good relationships between Japan and other countries and region, to promote globalization of Japanese education and research institute, support the development of talented people overseas who have the potential to contribute to innovation in science and technology, and support continuous interaction between Japan and other country and region. Okay, so I have been inviting Indonesian students and Taiwanese students since 2018, and this year we are planning to invite, and we already screened. We already decided who can come visit, but as I said, I mean, the wave of the third wave of COVID is hitting all over the world right now. So it might be we cannot probably invite you guys to here this fiscal year, but I'm going to try to invite you guys next year. So study hard and be prepared for your next chance to come visit. Okay. Anyway, so the eligible countries and region. So Central Asia, Southwest Asia, East Asia, Pacific Island country, and Southeast Asia. So Indonesia is here. Okay. And I have been applying this open application program and JST supports the necessary expenses for the program selected as open application program. Overseas and Japanese organizations jointly plan the program, and the Japanese organization sends application to JST within the designated period. And 7 days, the term should be 7 days to 3 weeks, depending on the program. And from the end of May 2021 to March 15, 2022 will be the next application, next term for the program. Since we still have the term for this year, but we don't know. I cannot guarantee right now. And I usually applying for this course A, Science and Technology Exchange course. Foreign youth participate in Science and Technology Exchange program arranged by host organization in Japan. And the period of stay is limited to 7 days. Okay, only 1 week. The number of people who can be invited is limited to 10 per sending organization. That means from one university, the maximum is 10 people, okay? And 15 in case of the invitation from multiple sending organization. And supervisors are excluded in both cases. So like last year, we invited 15 students from Indonesia and Taiwan, and 3 supervisors with them. So in total, 18 people I could invite, okay? And there is course B, collaborative research activity course. We haven't tried this one, but in the future we can develop to this course too. But right now we are focusing on course A, okay? And this is the foreign youth participate in short-term joint research program. This is short-term joint research program, okay? Arranged by a host organization in Japan. The period of stay is limited to 3 weeks. The number of people who can be invited is basically 10, okay? So small number, okay? And the next one, course C. This is a training course. This is foreign youth participate in convergent training to acquire specific technique and skills related to science and technology, arranged by the host organization. The period of stay is limited to 10 days. The number of people who can be invited is limited to 15 per country or region, and 25 from multiple country and region, okay? And yeah, so our program we usually do is first day arrival and stay at the hotel near to the airport, Hiroshima airport. And second day we move to the marine station and we have orientation and marine course. And in the night we have welcoming reception. And the third day marine course, fourth day marine course, fifth day Japanese culture experience. That means we go to memorial atomic bomb memorial park and Miyajima Island to touch our culture, Japanese culture. And 6-day presentation and farewell dinner. And the next morning, you will depart from Hiroshima Airport. And this was last year's attendant, and this arrow shows the attendant. This is by you and Farah and Debbie and Dini and Iza, Anin, and Tien, and those are from UN Maran. Okay, I think almost the time.
Yes,
okay,
Sensei.
Yeah, and hopefully you are interested in coming to Japan as a student, or to join this JST program, or some collaboration. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Give applause to Professor Kunifumi Tagawa. Very long presentation, very nice presentation, and beginning with memorize the important person for us, Mr. Romaidi, that has passed away. And we hope the relation between, especially Win Maulana Wali Ibrahim Malang with Hiroshima University, can be extended and can be expanded to the next time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the students and staff and faculty members, I think we still have about 20 minutes for discussion. Could you please, and I will invite to all of you, if you have some of question related with the three topics already presented by Tagawa Sensei regarding with marine biological laboratory, and then about the research about hemichordates and genome editing research, and about the program of Hiroshima University, such as the GST program for the student and also the faculty member. Okay, please welcome to the audience. Deliver your question to Tagawa Sensei. Maybe the head of bachelor degree programs of biology, maybe you want to send more people to Hiroshima University or vice versa. Maybe when we hope also the vice versa things, we can accept the students from Hiroshima University to Win Malang. Maybe next time.
Yes, I think so. Prof. Tagawa have big surprises for us to maintain our collaboration. I think the explanation from Prof. Tagawa about the GST program, this is a very nice program. Maybe faculty member, mainly from biology department, from Master of Biology study program or biology study program can ask more explanation, maybe interest to participate, not only about the summer school for the student, I mean student exchange. The earlier program, just our student visit Hiroshima University, maybe sometimes, any other times, similar with the hoping of Mr. Mujahidin that someday maybe the student from Hiroshima can visit us, not only about learn about the science. I think Hiroshima is a big university that have more experience about the development of science, but maybe learn about Indonesian culture.
Excuse me, Bu Prilly, could you please to mute the other audience?
Many nice place here, and maybe doing research about the environment here or other activity. And then we have a lot of college that still in master degree, maybe want to take the continuing degree to PhD. Here we have a supervisor, Prof. Tagawa, maybe can be the candidate of supervisor of our college from biology department. Mr. Mujahidin Ahmad also maybe interested in this program.
Inshallah.
Still young and have big opportunity to go there, or of course have good English and good, I think, a good attitude also. Not only Mr. Mujahidin, Mr. Didi, and other college, I think, have
Mr. Barry, Mr. Bayu, Mr. Titi. Maybe we can together take PhD together, 4 persons.
So we can visit
But
that
maybe
together.
Bu Evika, Dr. Evika, maybe will be very, very sad if we live together in the UIN Malang.
Yeah.
She will be alone. She will be alone.
Lonely, I will lonely.
Okay, sorry. You can continue.
Yes, I think we can specifically discuss about the program to maintain the collaboration between our university. Maybe in specific time.
Yes.
Maybe this chance for the student maybe have any question about the knowledge biomolecular of. I think this is invertebrate, yes, because my field about vertebrate mainly in biomedical science, so I have a little bit difficult to understand. Not my major. Maybe a college that have the similar interest will ask or deliver the question. Thank you. We
Thank
just
you.
say hello and
Thank you.
thanks a lot for your time, although little bit coach. You stay, spend your time for us to maintain our collaboration. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Also
you.
for Mr. Trikustana Adi that have no tired to discuss with us about how to maintain this collaboration. Thanks a lot for your kindness.
Okay, thank you.
Our pleasure.
Bubain, for your statements. Maybe Tagawa Sensei will give the feedback for the statement of Bubain-san.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, so we are really, thinking about collaboration, and unfortunately this year, because of the COVID, we cannot come visit, or you cannot come visit, right? And we don't know. Even next year, we still don't know, right? But still, we can communicate through like this video conference, or
Yes.
those kind of stuff, and we can discuss together. And the important thing is we need to be prepared. We need to think about the future, and we need to prepare. And so to do that, you you put your effort to make the things come true, right? So that's the thing I have been trying, and currently I haven't yet submitted to JST, but we are planning to have JST follow-up online meeting soon. In January, we are planning, and if you don't mind, you guys, I mean, your faculty can join and see what we have done, and we are trying to do, and so on, and you can, when you join, then you can know what we actually done here, and so on. So, and I will submit very soon. I already wrote the application, but I'm waiting for the reply from Taiwan, but maybe they will not join this time, but at least we have you guys. So, and from other school of UIN and Jemba too, Jemba University too. And also I'm trying to invite Bright Jaya too. So we have a big group of Indonesian community for this meeting, online meeting. So in January, I'm planning. So if you have a time, please join and see what we have been doing. And I already asked Tori-san to join as a faculty member of Win Maran. So he agreed, and he will help to organize this meeting too. So, and yeah, so we should continue, I think. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Tagawa Sensei, for your feedback, and we are so appreciate with your effort. Yeah, you never give up with this this fiscal years.
Yeah.
We actually realize with the condition, the pandemic condition, we cannot decide when the pandemic will end, so we cannot know what happen in the future. One more time, we so appreciate with your efforts to still never give up with our program.
Yeah.
As you said in our communication by email.
Yes.
Okay, maybe the
Yes.
others audience will deliver their question to Tagawa Sensei. Please welcome. Maybe from Pak Mas Masri from Pak
From
Masuri,
Ibu
please welcome.
Maharani, maybe Kakak Mujahidin.
Yeah.
Maybe I will give the next change to Pak Masuri first. After that, I will give to Miss Maharani. Okay. Okay, Pak Masuri, please welcome. Your question.
Mr. Mujahid, thank you for giving me a chance to speak with Sensei Tagawa and team. Hello, Sensei. How are you?
I think you are growing, I think.
Growing.
Welcome
Growing
to
very
Indonesia.
well under pandemic situation.
Welcome to Indonesia, even though in virtual meeting. I hope this collaboration will continue even pandemic area. Pandemic area is not ghost for us. I hope this is pandemic will make another collaboration. I think like this meeting, we can do it even in virtual meeting. But the feeling we get in this meeting, I hope and I wish we can get even in virtual. I agree with you to continue our collaboration, especially in January 2021. Maybe the activity like webinar, scientific webinar between Indonesia, Japan, maybe Taiwan will be a participant and will be a speaker in this international webinar. The first thing we should discuss about the theme of the international seminar that we can do in January. I am a leader of biology association lecturer in Minister of Religion Affairs, Win Malang, Win Makassar. Include in this association and so many the others who in we can make this event webinar international is our program ST and our association can do in January 2021. That is the first, and the second is interest about genome editing that you deliver in your presentation. I hope that is could be another course in GST or any other relationship or any other program that fall between Indonesia and Japan. I agree with Probayin. You can do it in Malang or in Makassar about this theme. Some lecturer, some professor from Japan come to Makassar or come to Malang to give a workshop or like short course like GST 7 days in Malang or in Makassar. That's the second, and the third is I have 10 new lecturer in Makassar, Sensei. 10 new lecturer. They are only a master graduate graduation, and I hope they can continue in your laboratory as a PhD student. I saw the CV. Some of them they are interested in marine biology. Some of them interest in forest. But I hope my lecturer in here their interest in marine biology could be your student in your laboratory for PhD program. Thank you, Sensei.
Okay, thank you. And since and one thing on your talk on the second topic, I think you are saying for your you are the head of biology community, right? Between UIN schools or under the MORA, right?
Yes.
Right. So I think last year I was discussing with Romaitis, and it's a good thing to invite lecturer to Japan to have those kind of course for not for student, for lecturers. And at the time, he was talking about the grant funding from Saudi or, you know, those funding from outside of your country, right? And I talked to the person, I forgot the name. I think Tori-san remember, but I met the head, or I don't know, Mora person. He fly from Jakarta to Surabaya and then had dinner to discuss about this kind of stuff. And at that time, they are very positive about, you know, sending the junior faculty to Japan. I mean, between to Hiroshima to educate or to train them for, you know, new technique. I mean, the science technology. And I think if you can plan to have those kind of things from Indonesia to Japan, I think it would be nice. Although we still don't know about next year, about pandemic thing, right? But but at least you can talk to Mora or talk to some funding agency about this kind of stuff, I think. What do you think?
In Mora,
Yes.
last year, in December 2019,
Yes.
I myself got awardee to take a course for 3 weeks in Monash University, Melbourne, Australia, to take scientific course, research methodology, for 3 weeks in Monash University. That sponsored, granted by Mora. Only 10 lecturer from Mora, UIN Dasar, UIN UIN Malang, 10 lecturer from UIN from Indonesia selected by Mora to join this course. I think this program, scientific course, especially in marine field, you can do it in your laboratory or your institution, Sensei. If you want to planning this course, I can make I can send your proposal to Mora. Inform them that there is an institution in Hiroshima.
Yes.
Can do the scientific course for 3 weeks, especially in marine field. And they can, if they agree, they can select 10 lecturer from many in Indonesia to for 3 weeks. That is my opinion, my idea for this time.
Okay, we can discuss this later. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Masuri Masri, for your
you.
statement. Hope this program can be continued. Did you go to Australia with Pak Dwi from UIN Malang or something else?
Miftahul Huda from
okay.
Arts Faculty.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your information. Maybe in the last question, because we in the schedule tentative I share that we should end this meeting at 11:30. So I'd like to invite one more question, maybe from Bu Maharani. Please welcome Bu Maharani.
Okay.
Is there any question?
Thank you, Pak Mujahideen. Konnichiwa, Sensei. So my name is Maharani. So in line with what Dr. Mashuri and also Prof. Bain said, as far as I know, because I also graduate from Max Scholarship in Ritsumeikan University. So I know what we have to do if we would like to, continue our study in Japan, especially. What you need to do is to provide a LOA, either conditional or unconditional LOA from your university. So all of us, either for student exchange or for continue our study, we need it, for the application procedure. And if you want to provide, as far as I know, all of us needs to submit at least research proposal. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. So I think it's what we have to do next. We have to decide, and we have to make a list, I think, for the prospective supervisor and also prospective students. Because it takes 1 year.
You need to contact the person who are interested.
Yeah, that's I agree with you. So because it takes 1 year, like from it's not the, maybe for student exchange it's easier, but especially for doctorate students, it takes more complicated, because we have a lot of opportunity. We have Max have a university and also
Yes.
have a government recommendation. So they
Yes.
have 2 lines for
Yes.
Max, and we also have LPDP scholarship from
Yes.
Ministry of
Yes.
yeah, it's like from one of Ministry Indonesia. We also have Mora, but
Yes.
all of them needs LOA, and LOA will provide if we have a research proposal, and research proposal needs supervisor, right?
Yes, yes. You need to discuss with your future supervisor first, and
Yeah.
then you can learn what you need to write and so on.
Yeah.
Then they can, but in general, as long as you get scholarship from your country, I
It's
think
easier.
yes, they will accept.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try to get the scholarship first, and if you need a ROA, I mean the recommendation letter, right? Or
Yeah.
acceptance, right?
Yeah.
Letter of acceptance, and they can write. I mean, everybody can write easily. I mean, yes.
So, and also I'm curious about you mentioned in your presentation, like you have a 5-year 5-year for and 4-year for curriculum, which means that after undergraduate we can apply. So master and doctorate is
Yes.
integrated, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so I'm just curious because so which means if I'm not wrong, so this kind of things is like in maths government recommendation line, because if we also after we finish our master we can directly apply for our PhD if we pass the test, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And lastly, it's related with your research topic. It's not lastly actually, but I agree with Dr. Mashuri said. In Indonesia, for CRISPR-Cas9 is a bit new, and I only knew that only 1 or 2% doing this kind of research nowadays in Indonesia, even though it's already about 5 years ago for this research in the world. But in Indonesia, maybe only in ITB, some people doing this kind of research. So I think yeah, I agree with Dr. Mashuri said it will good if maybe in the next future, maybe early next year, we can make a class especially for this kind of topic. And I think some prospective students, either from the lecturer or maybe from the students, they might be interested with genome editing, because I read in Tel Aviv University, they already tried in animal using this CRISPR-Cas9 to cure cancer, and it works. So I think
and even for some crops too.
Yep.
You know, the agriculture stuff. Especially in Indonesia, I think it's very useful techniques to develop. Yes.
Because we have high biodiversity, and you know, like not so many people try to explore what we have. So I think it's chance for all Indonesian researchers to dig more, especially with these new genome editing method. And so lastly, Professor, because I'm curious about your research topic, so we can conclude from your presentation that hemichordata can use as an animal model, right? To learn about evolutionary developmental biology, especially in human, because they share similar pattern for an organization with a human's gene. So we can use it for to learn genetic mechanism in human using your animal model, using hemichordata.
Yes, I'm trying to find how we evolved from those animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. I went to Hiroshima at 2014, but I only visit for Miyajima Shrine. So it's not. Yeah.
And also, I only told Tori-san about my future project between Indonesia and Japan. I'm actually already started to talk to people in Japan and trying to bring Komodo dragon to Japan.
Yeah, and then you put it on Miyajima.
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
No. Right.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I think that you
I
can.
already contacted with a person who works at aquarium in Miyajima.
Yeah.
And they are very interested.
Yeah.
And I told them when I go to Indonesia to search the Komodo dragon next time, they might come with me. It's very serious
Yeah,
thing.
so I thought it's good idea, Sissy, if you can do that.
And,
I mean, like,
and you know, this is good. Become a good icon between Indonesia and Japan.
In Japan, yeah.
And now we don't have any Komodo dragon in Japan. We don't have any places. So it's good for Hiroshima and good for Indonesia. So I'm talking. So I think if I say to people, some people think this is just a joke, but I'm very seriously thinking about this kind of things. And you guys can have a chance to talk to your government. Please let me know.
It's really good idea. I think you can't get an allergy from the pollen, no? It's because it's Fuyu season now. It's Fuyu season, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's from me. So I think it's thank you for your nice presentation and for your good interest to continue our collaboration. And it's really because I'm all of my friends had a good experience with Japan, and if we have chance, we want to go back.
Yeah,
when I asked them, all of them say that we really want to go back to Japan. It's like
good.
It's not only the view, the scenery, but also the people. We love it. You know, like we really love Yasashi. Yasashi, yeah.
Yeah, you guys too. You guys too. That's what we feel.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. You know, Indonesian and Taiwanese.
Yeah.
At least those two nations.
Yeah.
I feel.
But
from my experience.
Sensei, they also have JASO, right? JASO for the
yes.
So JASO scholarship program, not only maths, but they also have so many. I don't know if Panasonic still have a scholarship, but for sure the JASO they still have. It's not so a large amount of money, but I think it's around 65 to 80,000 yen for each month. But I think it's enough, especially if you live in Hiroshima. It's more than enough with the
if you live in the dormitory.
Yeah, especially if dormitory.
Yes.
It's quite cheaper. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Since I think Mujahideen, I finished with my presentation. Please continue.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, because the time is so short, and I think all of the academic staff, faculty staff, is also have obligation to deliver their lecture to the student because this is the active days. Some of them have permission, cannot join this lecture because have to deliver the lecture to the student. So they just send the mercy to Sensei, and please also Bu Bayin already left this meeting because she should go to President Building to get the rapid test of COVID. So we hope non-reactive negatively the results. Okay, thank you very much. Before we close this session, I think I'd like to invite Takawa Sensei to give the closing statement to close this biological lectural series. Okay, please welcome Takawa Sensei. Your
Closing
closing
speech.
statement.
Closing speech.
Closing, yes, closing speech. And after that, we can take photo together. So could you please all of the participants to open your video, right?
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much for organizing this web lecture series. And I'm very happy to be here. And I'm very happy to be able to see you guys live. So, okay. So, yeah, the good thing is to be healthy, you know, make your best to be healthy and put your effort to make the things forward and and please keep in touch, okay? And then we can do something together, okay? All right. So thank you very much for inviting me to give a talk.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tagawa Sensei. May your works run well, and as well as your uh, friends and your family, especially in Hiroshima University, especially for Mr. Trikustono Adi as well. Okay, let we take the picture together.
Okay.
Could you please to open your video?
Mm-hmm.
This is the to make a document for this special guest lecture. Okay, I will count it down. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I will save it first to the PowerPoint. And then the second, because we have 3 pages, almost 60 participants join this biological lecture series. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more time. Let's me to save first to my document. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me to save it first. Okay, finish. Thank you very much again to Tagawa Sensei and all our participants already joined this meeting. And don't forget, we still have the next session of biological lecture series in the Thursday at the same time. Okay, I'd like to invite all of you to join that meeting with the very interesting talk with Professor Tatsuya Ueki from the same institution, Hiroshima University. Okay, I think that's all. Let's close this meeting by closing it, reciting dua. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Okay, Sensei, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Domo arigato, sensei.
Arigato gozaimasu.
See you.
See you.
Thank you, Tati.
Terima
Thank you.
kasih.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Oke, Bu Prilly, silakan di close.
Okay.
Bye.
Makasih, Patri.
Sama-sama.
Terima kasih, Pak Mas Buri.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.